Okay, this is assignment number 1. My name is Saul Torres and this is for e-commerce class with Professor Heath Anderson at New Mexico Highlands University. In the following analysis, I will be comparing the Sears webpage with its competitors, the Home Depot and Lowe's. This analysis has the purpose to improve Sears webpage design as well as its functionality to meet the needs of the new and already customers. Here in the contents, I will be making some suggestions for Sears to improve its website quality in terms of accessibility, design and presentation, and at the end, I will give credit to Sears for their market diversity approach, which I will get to in more depth here as the analysis goes on. My first recommendation would be for Sears to implement an automatic store locator for the customers that are reaching the web page from different parts of the country. As we can see, in the Lowe's webpage and in the Home Depot's webpage, as soon as you get into the page, they already have their store located for you. As a first-time visitor, of course I find this feature very pleasing, and I would most definitely come back to it, especially if I'm in another city or anywhere else where I don't know where the closest store is. I would love this feature to be in the Sears webpage if I'm a Sears client. Instead, in Sears, you have to access the store finder link, and then once you're there, you have to enter your address. And I won't say it's a hard thing to do, but I think most people would agree that having the closest store to you already signal it's much easier than going to the store locator link and entering the information to find it. It's all about pleasing the clients. Now, what if I told you that Sears has a store here in town and I didn't know about? Well, Lowe's and Home Depot gave me their closest store, which is about an hour away, but I never would have thought that Sears wouldn't give me the information about having a store here close to me, less than 5 minutes away. A small detail like that can make a difference in the electronic business world for Sears nowadays. That's why I strongly suggest that they put a store locator, an automatic store locator in their webpage for new and already customers to come over there and find the closest store to them right away. My second recommendation would come in terms of customers finding a way to quickly contact Sears or call as soon as they enter the homepage. As we can see here, Lowe's and the Home Depot both have a visible phone number on the homepage for customers or first-time visitors to dial or contact them right away. However, Sears does not have a visible number. As we can see, you have to scroll down to the Contact Us link, and once you place the mouse over there, they'll show you the phone number and then you can call. I thought it'd be much easier or much better if they have a visible number. All of the web pages have a Contact Us section, and we all know that, but it's much easier for clients to see a number available to which they can dial and talk to an employee right away. On the next section, I will be talking about the design and presentation of Sears. I will signal some errors, compare it with Lowe's and compare it with Home Depot to suggest improvements and reinforce the need to correct some errors. While working on this project, I was able to realize a huge problem with the Sears webpage. There are some features are not well established. For example, here's a view with 100% zoom on the page. Take a close look at what I will be pointing out. As you can see in these areas that I have circled, pay close attention to this Books and Office Products section. Now I will zoom down to 90% and take a close look on this part that I'm pointing right now. Take a close look. Look what happened. The Books and Office section disappeared. You still have the Books and Office right there, but if we go back to the 100%, it's supposed to say Books and Office Products. Go to 90%, Books and Office. And over here in this other section, you see how it starts to come to the image. The letters come on top of the image. Now we go down to the 75% and look at what happens. Look how it gets on top of the images. Now look at the free shipping section. My profile list, it's on top of the search right here. Sign in or register section is now occupied by the search bar. If we go down and take a close look at this discount, look how it's messy. Now we're going to take a final look at the 50%. Look how the page looks. I mean, if you're a business, would you have a page like this one set up? And not just a business, a big business like Sears is. Look at what happens when you go to the 50% zoom view. I believe this is totally unacceptable for a business like Sears to have something like this happen. Now we're going to take a look at the Home Depot webpage with the 50% view. Looks nice and neat, well organized. It does not disturb the image even if you go down to the 50% zoom. Same thing with the Lowe's webpage. It looks nice and neat. It does not have any other images that go on top of the letters or the letters on top of the images. It's nicely organized. In this section, I will talk about the design and presentation of the homepage from Sears and compare it to the Home Depot and Lowe's homepages. The objects in the Sears webpage are too big and the space is too crowded and not well organized. And then I will compare it with the Home Depot and Lowe's, in which the objects are of good size, the space looks organized and well designed. In this part, I will point out that Sears utilizes all of the space available to fill with images, special links, and many more, advertising, etc. Sears even seems desperate to gain an edge in the competition because as you scroll down the homepage, they show numerous articles on sale such as furniture, home appliances, shoes, and many more. It's understandable that they would like to show you all of the good deals that they offer, but it makes the homepage look messy. The homepage is too crowded, maybe because the overall size of the objects and words showing are of bigger size than they need to be. I follow that they're trying to emphasize the articles that they have discount prices or are on sale, but it would be much better if they fit them into a friendlier and less accommodating font size, or just show you a few and then have a link that directs you to more articles on sale. On the other hand, the Home Depot shows you a few products that are on sale and they can quickly direct you to a different page where they can show you more or you can check them out. The same thing with the Lowe's webpage. They have a decent amount of products showing, and if you want to know more about it, or like here, it points out that if you want to shop for more appliances or explore cabinets or go to these different sections, they will direct you over there and then you can check more of them out. But you don't need to put them all together like Sears is trying to do. These objects present a decent font size as well as image size, which you can clearly see and does not need to be as big as the Sears images that can actually get someone annoying because of how big they are. In order to provide clients with a much more efficient web page which they can utilize faster and more effectively, Sears needs to invest in a better design and make corrections to errors, show more professionalism, and show that they care about their image and, more importantly, about the customers. If you don't have a good image of your web page, I mean that points out that you don't care that much. And as a customer, if you don't care about yourself, how do I think that you're going to care about me? So if they make some investments in that way, I think in turn they will continue to attract more clientele and be more profitable at the end if they are able to correct some of those errors and work things out for their benefit. After observing the Sears webpage with a critical eye and pointing out some errors and things they can improve on, I would like to congratulate them on having a market diversity approach and including the option of quickly transferring to a website totally in Spanish. I say this because I found it very interesting, and the same thing with Lowe's, which has a link that directs you to a page in Spanish and is very easy to locate as well. I believe this is an extremely important feature because as big as the Hispanic market is in the United States, Sears is doing a good job approaching this market, and I'm pretty sure that their profits will reflect that in the future. To conclude my presentation, I want to mention a few final comments. It is obvious that the more accommodating the web page feels, the more that electronic clientele will come back to it. So I recommend Sears to take a look at these aspects in order for them to compete and gain an advantage in their business. I believe it's unacceptable to a business like Sears to have a mistake such as the zoom feature in their webpage. especially when the e-commerce sales could be booming. This could be stopping them from gaining an advantage on their competition. Things like this hurt their image. It is no secret that more and more people shop online every day, and they would have much more success if they invested in details like these ones that I just pointed out. If the clients feel like they're not taken care of, or if they see these types of errors, of course they're not going to have any credibility on the firm. Now, I'm just an outsider that is looking at the webpage from a critical standpoint, and my comments may have no value to this firm, but I would definitely, if I was part of the Sears Corporation, I would definitely take action on this in order to improve the webpage, and more importantly, the profitability of the business, because I truly believe that even the smallest details can make a difference in whatever they're doing. So I would encourage Sears to develop an automatic store finder for the clients that come to the website, advise Sears to obtain a better webpage design that does not get disturbed with the zooming in and out, and suggest that their homepage presentation is more presentable and easier to access. And finally, like I said, congratulations to Sears for having the Espanol feature, which I think it's of tremendous impact in the Hispanic market here in the United States. Thank you for your attention, and I hope you enjoy my presentation. It's been a pleasure. Thank you.